Okay, okay, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Please, please, please be be generous with us today because we accidentally left our a couple of our supplies at the salon. So I didn't want that to hinder us today. So I'm still going to get into some things. I just want to make sure both of our setups and everything is YouTube. Let me make sure the wig isn't looking crazy, darling. And let's pull up what we are going to be discussing today, okay? Um, okay. It's looking like everything is fixed, darling. Let's go ahead and just kind of do a little bit of introduction. Okay. Wow. Get a little bit of my favorite. Okay, so. Okay. I'm gonna scream. Ready, set, go. Hey guys, what's up? It is I, Jasmine Akia, opera and owner of Jazz Lash Inc. Happy March, happy March, happy March. Today we are going to get into a few things. First and foremost, if you guys are a lash tech, if you are a lash professional, and you are interested in growing your business and a few practical fixes that you can fix with your all going, okay? If you are on our TikTok, make sure you like, share. If you're a lash professional, I want to talk to you. If you're on our YouTube, same thing. Make sure even if you're watching this and playing it back, you are following our social media handles. So I just put the Jazz Lash up there to just see if it looked good on camera. Maybe we'll be discussing some things and maybe we won't. But for March, guys, what I really want to start out with is execution. A lot of people have been saying, Jazz, what if prices need to go? Please double tap the screen. I would greatly. Okay, so first I'm going to just go straight into. Okay, so first I'm going to just go straight into the camera. Do I have to restart, guys? Do I have to restart, guys? Can you see me? Okay. Double tap if you guys can see me. Double tap if you guys can see me. Double let me know, share, like all those things if you can see me because guys, I can't really tell. So I'm just gonna continue. If you can see me, let me know. That would greatly appreciate it. Both my screens, my YouTube screen said it was connecting, and the TikTok screen I can't really see. So let me see. Let me know if you guys can see me. Okay, so today first I want to talk about live sales. And when I say live sales, when I'm talking about lash extensions, I'm talking about how we're going to not only keep our clients but retain. Okay? No sets under. If this is backwards, I don't care. You guys know what I mean. No sets under $100, guys. If you are a lash professional, you cannot do eyelash extensions for under $100. What's going to happen is you're going to get overly burnt out. Excuse me if my wig is leaning. The message is the same. You're going to get overly burnt out and you're not going to want to do the service anymore, and that's going to cause you to prematurely kind of quit. Your hands, your wrists, your back, how you kind of have to be over the client, guys. That's not something that's going to be easy on your body after a while. And so $100 a lash set is not going to work. You have to be over $100 to truly make the type of profit that you're even wanting to make, or even trying to attract the client that can afford the service every 2 or 3 weeks. So if we want a client to be coming in consistently, they have to come in consistently, guys. Remember, If you guys do a full set for $175, or even like Jazz Lash, $275, and the client never comes back, the lash client never comes back, you have actually probably lost a little bit of money. When it comes to attracting the client, it came to the product, and it came to the time and the amount of consultation, the things that you spent, you might have actually lost money in that. The money in lash extensions is where the client continues retaining that high-end client. That is what's going to continuously make sure your books stay full and that you're getting a profit when you're buying products or when you're having your overhead, right? So when we talk about retaining our clients, we need to talk about struggling with just keeping clients. Let me know in the chat if anybody would have conception, but you guys know clean tools, clean tools, clean tools. About this big, and it says tweezer cleaner on it. And if you guys need it, let me know. I'll link it for you. And I just did my tweezers in that. You can also do a little bit of what's the blue stuff? Barbicide. I like to do my tweezers in Barbicide sometimes. Or you can, just do some alcohol or whatever type of spray like that to make sure the tweezers are getting clean in between clients. Tweezers must be clean, or lashes must be clean. It can't be half-ass clean. It has to be a deep clean. And you know what I'm going to tell you guys? A lot of people are thinking, I have to have this lash cleanser, I have to have this lash cleanser, I have to have this product, I have to have this product. If you don't have the correct skill, it doesn't matter what product you're using. And so that's why sometimes people will say, oh, I can buy drugstore makeup or I can buy high-end makeup and I can still get the same result. And it's the skill that goes behind it. Now, I'm always going to tell you to, of course, use my products, but it's also about the technique. So a couple days ago, we did a live lash technique. If that is more of what you guys want to see, let me know. If your retention drops after day 3, it's usually your prep and your attachment. And that retention is what doesn't keep the clients happy. So we have to kind of nip that in the bud. And if that's you, let me know. I'm totally here for more retention talks. I'm like scared to write on the board because it's like, you guys said it was backwards. Hold on, I gotta have a little bit of a water break. Woo! Okay. So one more thing, guys. Make sure you're following Jazz Lash. We'll be here every single day of March at 8 a.m. sharp. At 9 a.m. sharp Central Standard Time. I'm loving this little room with our dry erase board. I'm feeling like a real teacher. I'm feeling like I'm really here to set Jazz Lash Academy on stage, okay? So next thing we're going to talk about, speed, time. How long is it taking you to do a lash set? Let me know in the comments. This is a safe space, okay? This is a safe space, but I'm going to tell you one thing, lash professionals. There is a sweet spot when it comes to the amount of time it should take you. Now, I do think if it takes you under an hour, you didn't really do your job. Maybe you misplaced on your primer. Maybe you misplaced on a cleanser. You did that set a little too fast if a full set is under an hour. But 2 hours is the sweet spot. You do not want clients who are going to, how much longer? How long is it? What time is it? Squirming and moving and not taking the craft seriously. You want a client that's going to lay down, be comfortable, maybe have some AirPods in, or maybe she just talks to you, whatever case have you. So another form of making sure we retain our clients is making sure we're attracting the good clients to begin with, okay? You don't know nobody that's not going to understand that they need to lay down. However, how long is it taking you as a lash professional for a full set? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know. I take about 2 hours for everybody. I book out 2 hours for everybody. Doesn't matter if it's a fill and it doesn't matter if it's a full set. Me personally, I want to make sure I'm not rushed. I want to make sure that consultation is good, and I also want to make sure that I have out the products that I'm going to use. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys are following. I'm so sorry that I can't see everybody's name on TikTok. I'm needing to see some likes. Can I get some likes? Look. Can I get some likes, y'all? Okay. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is pricing. I feel like we talk about pricing a lot. Do we talk about pricing in the lash business a lot? Or do we talk about, thank you so much for the likes. This is for my lash professionals who want to level up their lash sales and make sure that March is the best month to be done. Okay, thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it on TikTok. Next, we're going to talk about money. If you are undercharging, you are attracting clients who do not respect your time. Okay. Now, everybody thinks that, this is a good client and that is a good client. But honestly, truly, guys, it's about the pricing. Your fills have to be profitable. Your sets have to be profitable. Let's just write a couple things down and kind of get and start there. How many things do you think you need just to do your lash business, right? Let's just say we need glue. Glue is gonna run you anywhere from what? $40 to, we'll say $50. And we're gonna round up on pretty much everything, right? Let's say glue is $50. Let's say your tweezers are, let's say you need 2 of them, of course. Your tweezers on a low ball will say $70. And we're gonna do actual lash trays, right? And let's say, you just have maybe 4 clients. So you need just $150 in lash trays. After lash trays, you're going to need lash tape. Just a couple different options. You want a nice sticky tape so that way you can get people with really oily skin, and you're gonna want like a sensitive tape too. People who don't necessarily have anything too rough, right? So we want to have some options. So we're gonna do at least $20 in that, right? Now I'm just going. This is a basic price list, a basic add up. If it looks like chicken scratch, you guys can take your own paper out. You guys can also work with me. I love a live session on truly how to grow, guys. So make sure you have your pen and paper out. If you're on our TikTok, you can see it live right now. And if right behind you, we also have our YouTube, which is live, so you can watch it in a playback. So we have our glue, we have our tweezers, we have our lash tray, we have our tape. What about our overhead, guys? What about our overhead? What about the actual space that we're going to need to even be lashing? So we're gonna say on a low ball, we're renting a space inside of a salon, and it only costs us $400. Okay, let's say our space is $400, and that is being nice. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit more realistic, especially in the bigger cities. So we're gonna say that our suite is $650 a month. So we need glue, we need tweezers, we need anything else we need? What else we need, y'all? What else we gonna need? We're gonna need a fan. We're gonna need, we'll say miscellaneous, right? Oh, we're gonna need a recliner. Come on now. You're gonna be up, I know you're gonna be up to date. I know you're not gonna be the lash tech that don't have all the good stuff. I know you're not gonna be the lash tech that don't nobody wanna come to because it's uncomfortable. So you're gonna have a recliner. A good recliner, y'all, is a good $400. Come on now. It's a good $500. Come on now. Good recliner is a good $500. Y'all not gonna get the janky one. Thank you so much for the likes. I see you. Let's get to 1K or 2K. However we at, can we get to the next K, y'all? Thank you so much. You ain't gonna get the bogus recliner. You ain't gonna get the bogus recliner. So at least $500. We need tape. We need lash trays. We need tweezers, glue. We need an actual place to lash. Let's say your license, your certification. I'm gonna put that over here. I'm gonna put your license. And I'm gonna put your certification. I am a licensed cosmetologist. Cost me roughly about $17,000 once everything was said and done. And I am double certified, 1 to train and 1 to actually just be certified in volume. So my double certification right around there, I say that cost me about $10,000. So this is how much my overhead, where I'm starting at already. My license cost me $17,000. My certification, my 2 trainings, my travels, my food, the networking I got, the people I met, the time I had to take off work to get there, that equaled me about $10,000. Okay, this is where you want to be at. If depending on what type of lash artist you want to be, where you're located. We got our overhead, our glue, our actual tweezers. Let's just add this up, right? Also, let's say our booking site cost us, $20. I don't know what you have, but your booking site. Shout out to Gloss Genius. Let's say you have Gloss Genius. I'm gonna just add these numbers up right here. Now we know everything that you need to start your lash business or grow your lash business. This ain't nowhere near everything you need, but this is the basics, right? This can do a basic lash set right here. We just start now, trapping out the bando, okay? Let's say we add these things up. If we add these up, we're at $1,460 in a month. $1,460, right? So how many clients are you going to need if your overhead is $1,460, charging $100 versus me charging $275? How long is it going to take me to get to that $1,460? I'm not even factoring in my license. I'm not even factoring in my certifications or my professional experience and time spent. I'm just covering my basic overhead. And you guys know that this isn't the only overhead. I was being very generous with this number here because I don't want to overexert anybody and I don't want anybody to feel like this is a make-believe see. With the very basic, you're going to need $1,460 just to cover your basic expenses, right? Basic and $60. Somebody put that in. Basic. So if you're starting out and you need $1,460, how many clients do you need? See, this is where we're going to get into the analytical part. And a lot of you guys are like, oh my God, I don't want to get into that. Oh my guys. It absolutely can be scary, but guys, $160, and we are not going to be charging anything under $100 ever. But I do want everybody to be upwards of $200. That's just what I personally feel everybody is worth in applying and maintaining a proper set of eyelash extensions, no matter the set. If my hair is crazy, I apologize. I do this wig on because I needed to be here for y'all, okay? So we just gonna say 15. Y'all gonna need 15 clients just to break even. In 1 month, just to break even. So my point is, why not just charge more and take less clients? If I take let's say I take 15 clients and I charge them $200, I've made $3,000. If I take 15 clients and I times that by $200, I get $3,000. So not only did I exceed the $1,460 for our overhead, I profited about the same thing. I profited about $1,500, and I did the same amount of work that you did, just charging more money. So it's a different way to look at things when it comes to lash extensions. And another way that you can charge more is by quote unquote having a specialty. Let's say you are specializing in volume lashes, specializing in classics, specializing in wet sets, specializing in bridal. When you specialize, clients feel more inclined to charge more. Now, I'm not saying that you should say I only do this or I only do that, but people know Jazz Lash mainly for a wispy lash look. They know they're going to get wispy lashes. They know they're going to get a nice full set. That is what they came for. So whether it's classic or whether it's volume, they know that they can come there and get a good wispy set. So maybe for you it's anime. Maybe for you it's classics. Whatever it is, make sure you kind of have a distinct look. Jazz Lash has a distinct look. Are you guys asking questions? I'm really sorry if I'm not doing a good job with it. Let me see. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, so you have to take advantage when it's time to charge more. I hope that breakdown made some sense to everybody. So guys, do me the biggest favor and double tap the screen, and do me the biggest favor and share the live as we hit the next topic. For being attentive to us. Okay. Okay. I also want to talk a little bit about the quote unquote new lash techs, because I am seeing a lot of people saying, well, Jazz, I'm new, so I can't charge anything over. And this is the thing. First of all, let me get a lash brush, because I have a lash that's really bothering me and I don't want to keep being on live with a messed up lash as the lash teacher. So let me just brush this, guys. Woo! Okay. Okay. So I do hear that. And I do want to say, guys, even if you're new, the price should not be under $100. Even if you are a new lash professional, the price should not be under $100. Okay? You should not start out $100. Now, let's say if that basic number that we discussed, that $1,460, let's say you did not have that to cover it, nothing would be wrong with going to get a commission-based position. Maybe a Deca Lash, maybe a Nova Lash, maybe a Stream Lash, maybe these lash salons that you work commission and learn to take clients. I'm seeing an uptick of people renting suites, and understand renting suites is absolutely amazing. You have creative control. You can create it how you want. You can make your schedule how you want. But understand that overhead can be a lot, guys. Understand you have to have it at the first of every single month, okay? It is not going to be a if I feel like it is a real commitment. So if you don't feel necessarily ready for that commitment, or ready for taxes, or ready for this, or ready for that, it is totally fine to go work at a commission-based salon. Let them get the clients, let them provide the product, and you simply just work as a lash tech and really grow your skill. Nothing wrong with that, okay? I personally think that is a really, really, really easy way to secure clientele as well as secure your confidence. It's a lot of, do I feel comfortable? So that is kind of what you're going to gain more of simply by doing more clients. To get back to the I'm new Jasmine, I can't charge more. Even if you're having issues right now, the more you do it, I promise you will get better. That's a friend that you may know who's been thinking about getting lash extensions. That's your mom who may have always wanted to get lash extensions and she don't mind being your guinea pig. That's one of your really close friends. That's somebody who's going to tell you the truth, who you can charge little of nothing for their feels, but you're consistently doing it if you don't want to work in a commission-based salon. So I firmly love having a suite. I've had suites. I've owned my own salon. I've worked commission-based in a salon. I've rented my own chair inside of a full-service salon. And honestly, guys, I'm going to tell you, doing it in increments is really what set me up for success. Because I understood each avenue, right? So when I worked for commission, I understood the more clients I could take, the more clients I would make very quickly. And I also learned that, hey, someone is taking a portion of my funds. But then when I no longer had that, then I have to order the product. Then I have to make sure that I'm booking the clients, and I have to make sure that I'm here and doing all of these other things. So don't think of commission as someone taking your money, because they're still actually having to provide the product for that. Woo! A lot of talking today, y'all. Okay. Okay. Now, yes! Lash sales, lash services, and how you can we are going to get them lash clients regardless. Okay, so that is what today's live is going. I'm too new to charge this amount. Also, let me know, hey, this issue is different than a retention issue. I have the client and I'm just honestly trying to get more situated with it. Now, thank you so much for the likes. Hey, how are, please share the live, and we are going to get into the second part of our video. Now, it's titled Lash Skills Retention. I got retention videos for days, okay? We can get my live and I can see exactly how you're laying that lash extension. Some people are struggling with their marketing, their social media, how to talk to their audience. That is something you're not going to get around. I don't know who need to hear this, but if you don't want to do social media, you don't want to run a business, okay? You're going to have to post, even if it's faceless. I see a lot of people say, I can do faceless, I can do faceless. You know how many people wish they didn't have to get on the internet and show their face? Come on now, guys. That market is going to be so tapped that you're going to have to be on your P's and Q's and T's, okay? So you are going to have to work on that personal branding, work on that marketing. Let's say you're like, Jasmine, I've done everything and I'm not getting clients. Like, I don't know what's going on. Ever since I've, went on my own, I'm not getting clients. Please help me. Or let's say you're really like Jasmine. How can I make more money while taking clients? I have the clients come, but I'm still not making enough money. Where is the money coming from? We need to truly audit. We need to truly break down the business. Yesterday, I talked about running your analytics for your business, and it feels absolutely amazing, guys. Knowing if they're coming from Google, knowing if they're coming from Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of the social media platforms. Where is your client coming from? Where did you get them from? You have to kind of work backwards, okay? You have to kind of figure out, where am I actually going? Where did I actually get that person from? What did they actually say? Look at what you've already done. Don't look at any of it as a failure. Just look at it as, maybe that client wasn't for me, but let me see where I got her from. Did I meet her at Dunkin' Donuts? Was she on Instagram or was she on TikTok? Or was she on LinkedIn? Woo, y'all, I am getting hot. Woo, y'all, I am getting hot. I'm gonna have to sit down for this. On your set, you want to set a timer. Set a timer for 2 hours and lash until you can't lash anymore. No distractions. Set your phone down, lash for 2 hours straight. Put a podcast on, put jazz, chill music on, put spot music on. Don't look at your phone and lash for 2 consistent hours. 2 consistent hours. And we're going to see just how specific, how good that lash set looks. Placement, isolation, all of the things that you really are going to need, okay? So I need you guys to take advantage of our link that we have in our TikTok bio. It should be there. Let me know if it's not. Our lash skill and sales session is only $41, guys. This is going to be a one-on-one coaching call with me directly. We can do it via Zoom, and we can also do it via phone, whichever you prefer, FaceTime. I want to make sure this is going to be customized to you and your business, okay? This is not some lash course that's going to be generic. I want to actually help you grow your brand. A lot of people are struggling with looking and doing the same thing. And I'm going to be the first to tell you guys, if you kind of do your own thing, then it's not going to look like you're doing what someone else is doing. It's totally fine to, want to start a lash business or want this color or whatever. But the fun thing about it being your business is you. Okay, guys. Okay. Next. Okay, guys. Okay. Next. Next. Sorry guys, I had all this written down in my Notion notes. That's another thing, I love to write things down. Sometimes I notice you guys are like, hey, I didn't remember that. And it's like, do you write things down? And I'm not like trying to sound like a bitch. I'm really just being like, you have to write things down. or have like a Notion or something like that where it's really, really easy to get at in your phone. Notes I do like, but I don't like notes if it's not like a someone that can attach to all of them. Like I have an iPad and then I have a computer and then I also have a laptop. So I want all of them to, connect, if you will. Woo! Okay, guys. We are going to dive into the next topic. Where is my... Let's see if this glue works better. So, guys, how we're going to close this out. The Lash Skill and Sessions Live is if you are a lash professional wanting better bookings, stronger retention, and cleaner skill execution. I will audit your current business, your current lash business, or whatever you feel like you're starting and or struggling with. And that is just our basic one-on-one Zoom session. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to retention, it's going to be placement, and it's going to be glue. Using too much glue does not save you at all. Using too much glue actually just makes your motion until it's always going to go here. Now let's say I have a lash that's kind of growing like funky, like it's growing the opposite way of what the client's eyes should be doing. And I'm gonna set it in the direction it should go. Sometimes a natural lash should be going like this, and it may only be able to like attach right at that base. That's fine. You still want to lash it, and you still want to make sure you're not lashing it in the wrong way. Like placing a lash extension on a natural lash in the wrong way. Oh, dang okay. Okay. Now, when it comes to more bookings, when we can talk about possible things in your business, guys, it's got to be two things that we can really work on when it comes to your business. And be on the lookout for more trainings, guys, because we will be here all week with a different topic, okay? Our lifestyle section and audit is live right now, and you guys know you can check that out. Thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. If you guys are saying anything in the comments, please feel free to restate it because I didn't see it. Next thing is bookings. These are things I want you to think about prior to booking your audit with Jazz Lash. So, in your bookings, what is it? Is it your actual skill? What is wrong with your lash bookings? These are things that I need you to think about before you book your Lash and Life Skill class with Jazz Lash. So if it's your skill, what I'm saying is, where are your current clients? Did they stop coming because of retention? Do you have retention issues? Did they, let's just say, I told you. And let's just, marketing and branding, guys. There is no way around social media. If you are wanting to grow your business, you have to be on social media. So, when it comes to marketing and branding, what socials do you prefer? Do you have socials on your business page on every single platform? A business YouTube, a business Instagram, a business TikTok, a business Pinterest, a LinkedIn, a Google My Business. Have you exhausted? Are your current clients referring other people? If not, how can we get them to? Okay. Another thing under marketing and branding is going to be the symmetry, right? The easy fix. I do want to let you guys know the retention, the technical part of fixing your lash extension application is the easy part. Honestly, truly. Okay. That's the easy part. If you're just struggling with technical, I've taught people how to hand make fans on live. I've taught people better isolation on live. That the technical issue is a lot more muscle memory and knowing how to do it accurately. Sometimes there's a lot of misinformation floating around the internet of not how to properly do things. Too heavy of lashes. I seen somebody fanning the other day with a 0.15 lash, just stuff like that. Marketing and branding is a lot about consistency. Some of my people in live page, I don't see them promoting every single day. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You just need to show up every single day. Okay? So when we're talking about an audit and we're talking about booking a course, you have to make sure that you're holding up your end of the bargain and not wasting your money, because honestly, truly, guys, I'm doing this deal for $41. And when I tell you, you're going to get every single cent that you paid for, because we're going to be touching on one of these things very, very, very intensely. Some of you guys do amazing work, excellent work, and I come to your page and I barely know about it. I'm like, why don't I know that this person is absolutely amazing at great retention and great lash? Before you book your training with Jazz Lash, is it a marketing and branding issue? Is it a retention and technique issue? Or is it a skills issue? We need to work on our placement. You guys know last week it was a little lean with it and rock with it today. What is it going to be, darling? What is it going to be, darling? So, I will be on tonight, guys. If you want our if you want our $41 audit and sales session, DM me the word sales. So, we need to figure out the problem with your bookings, and then we need to figure out how we're going to elevate it. And that is the purpose of the live sales session. I will be here every single day this week, guys. And I do mean every single week. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can take advantage of that, because I don't see it. Give me 1 second. So tomorrow I'll be here. Hold on, let me look at the time we'll be here tomorrow. Let me not lie to you guys. I'll give you an exact time where we'll be here for our live sales session. And live sales session will be an hour daily, guys. So make sure you are here. And do you guys, anybody have any questions while I'm down here? Finally able to look at my laptop and things of that nature.